again, Rob. Jim here from Alphacrucis College in Sydney.
G'day, Jim.
I'd like to continue to chat to you about National Schools Chaplaincy Program.
Yep, sure.
Another question I've got is, can you talk a bit about how you're getting on with the school staff, your relationships with them, how well you know them, so on, how well you get on with the students? What I'm saying is, how do they trust you? How much have they opened up to you? And have you had any contact with parents?
Yeah, sure. Let me begin by saying that that our organisation has a long-standing relationship with the school that we're involved in, and so I think there comes with that a lot of goodwill from the principal and vice principal in regards to our organisation and what we've done. So over many years we've been able to assist the school, and by running different programs and being a presence within the school and assisting the school where the school needs, and so that obviously develops some goodwill. I think on the back of that, the teachers I think like what we do, like what we offer. Some of the things that we're involved in is some classroom participation. So if the teachers or any of the school staff require assistance, and whether that's just on things like outings and excursions, we're available. We make ourselves available. So while on one hand we might be running our own separate programs within the school and as part of the chaplaincy program, we're also wanting to assist the school staff wherever possible. So I think there is a lot of there's a well-respected relationship, and knowing that we're going into the school and we're basically on their turf as well. So we try to be as sensitive as possible to the needs of the school and the staff there. We do have contact with parents. I think that's I think a sign of a healthy school, in my opinion, is that the school actually has a good relationship with the students' parents, and being part of the school, being involved in the school environment. I think that's a continuing process. So we often will be in the playground before school and after school, and recess and lunch times as well, and often cross paths with parents, and we're very open in making sure that we make ourselves known to parents, and the parents know what we're doing at the school. Okay,
wonderful. And look, what I'm particularly interested in is, have you had any sort of curly issues, tragedies or mega issues with the students that you've been called upon to handle? And I wonder if you could talk about an example, just briefly, obviously no names of schools or people. Yeah,
sure. Look, there are a variety of different examples I could use, but I think it's important to sort of say that we're operating. While we're operating within the school, we acknowledge the fact that that we're there at the request and the courtesy of the school. So we operate within the school's framework, and of whatever needs to happen, we always refer to the school. We always check things by the school to make sure that everything is transparent. So there have been welfare issues. Sometimes it can be as minor as a student not bringing their lunch for a number of days, and then that requires a bit of underlying sort of understanding of what's behind that, and then it goes on to things like a student not turning up to school for a period of time, and the school will often ask whether there's any sort of, we'll work very closely with the welfare team at the school to assist where we can, but the idea is that we're there as part of the school's request and wanting to make sure that we do whatever's necessary. So
I mean, to put it bluntly, has any student approached? Have you been the first port of call from a student who's in trouble? And I'm wondering if you could describe that situation.
Yeah, there's definitely been times where I've been running particular groups, and a young person will confide in something of an issue. And one of the examples that come to mind is one of the young boys that was in a particular small group that I was running. opened up to the group to tell us that that his parents were going through a bit of a hard time and yelling at each other, and he didn't know what to do about that. He was confused and upset about that. And so we were able to sort of talk to him privately about that, what was going on. We were able to refer to the school's welfare team, and we were able to inquire and support parents and support their family as best that we could, as holistically as we could, to, because they're a part of our community. They're not just parents of a student. There's a bigger and wider setting that's apparent. So we'll do what we can to support that family, and we continue to.
Fantastic. So I think my last question probably would be, in the light of the recent controversy about National Schools Chaplaincy Program, have any parents or anybody from the community approached you, other than me, to inquire what your view is of the situation?
I think there's a lot. The media's providing a lot of mixed messages, and I think while I haven't been approached myself, I hear things secondhand from staff and from what they hear about from the parents. So while I don't hear anything, I hear that there's murmurs about that's surrounding a lot of confusion. What is chaplaincy? Where is it heading? Why is it necessary? Who's doing what, kind of thing. But again, I stress that that the schools handle this very well, and the fact that they allude to the fact that our organisation has a partnership with the school that's spanned over many years. So there's a lot of goodwill and trust there, and the school in particular are able to convey that to staff and parents. Yeah,
wonderful. Okay, well, I better leave it there. Thank you so much for your time, Rob, and see you sometime.
Okay, see you, Jim. Bye.
Bye-bye.